really hard. So we're about to could you put this in writing for me? I'd like to have Oh, it's so sad. Yeah, that's so that was lost. So they're saying their study area breaks here.
Yeah.
So really, for the most part, lacrosse is mostly in ATC.
In that, right.
That's good.
Right.
That's good.
Okay, you were scaring me. It was like, wait a minute.
Well, but
this
you
is
have some constituents up here.
That it's a,
I don't think they followed the county. Do you think they followed the county border? I don't think so. So the good news is, so then you say, okay, there are towns that have been working at this and there are not there by no means certain communities. So in that case, we have an option. We can, you know what?
I will not do that. Absolutely will not do that. And there's many, many reasons. One is I like my height and I like my shin. And ATC has very, very good, very high-priced attorneys. And you need a very experienced attorney to fight for you as well. And that's a general process of what's ahead in valuation.
Right, so basically, no way am I going to get for this, you know, because it's not, they're not going to send a letter to me saying, Danielson, do you like your view?
Unless I guess I needed to clarify, unless the power line is on your property, you have no right of compensation. There has been a challenge to this often. California has tried it, a number of other states have tried it, and there's a challenge called inverse condemnation, which means that a value has been taken from you by the actions of a public utility or a public improvement that you have not been compensated for. It's a little tricky to get one of those. We tried that in Milwaukee a few years back with a gas pipeline. That one was dead on arrival. It is very, very difficult in our state of Wisconsin to get that. I believe the state of California has allowed some of that now, but our state has not.
So I know, okay, so did before and after studies, and there weren't a lot, I know, because we had spoken with Brian Jacobson, and Brian relayed some of the information to us. But the idea is that you do, say my land was on the line, right, before, I mean, and it was built on it. Have you looked at properties in northern Wisconsin and that have sold or been adjusted or not have sold or whatever after the line has gone in to give people an idea about what the impacts on the values of the land have been up there?
Yes. He's talking about an impact study. The way we do an impact study is, for those who have a science background, you take a control group, and that's the group that doesn't have the whatever you're trying to discover, and then you take the group that has the whatever you have on it. The control group are those properties that do not have a power line. Let's take raw agricultural land, for instance. We would investigate agricultural land sales in a certain area, and then we would investigate the same agricultural land sales with a power line on. We make adjustments for those things which are different: water frontage, quality of soils, possibly pasture land, wooded area, quality of woods, all these things that will make something valuable or valueless. And once those adjustments are made, then we compare that to each other. And the theory is, once you've made the adjustments, you've made them relatively equal, therefore their value should be relatively equal. If they are not, the only thing left out there, the only component left to adjust for, is the presence of the power lines. We have done approximately, I'm trying to think now, we've done at least 2 large studies, one up in the northern area, which would be counties north of here. And we have done a number of smaller studies in both the northeast of Wisconsin and the southeast of Wisconsin, the Dane County area, of both agricultural land, forested land, as well as small residential properties, and even in an urban residential property environment. So those studies help the appraiser to kind of get a feel for what's going on. But The most powerful thing is an actual sale that's comparable to your property, if you can find something like that. Now, here's a problem. How many 345 lines are running through this area? Right? Okay, we got a problem right off the bat, and the appraiser's gonna know that right off the bat. And they're gonna say, well, we have a problem, so maybe I can find a 69 kV. It's not the same, but maybe I can find something like that, see if there's an impact. Or maybe I have to go to a different area to find my comparables as well and make adjustments for that.
What, when Brian's been speaking,